Hey YouTubers, this is Mer171. Today I'm bringing you the unboxing of my new Fenix HL30. Now, before I get into it, there's a few things about this light that have drawn me to it, and one of them is that it's 200 lumens. And that's pretty bright for a headlamp, so that's kind of nice. Another reason is it takes AA batteries. So they're available everywhere, and since I picked up backpacking, the SOS mode comes in useful because if you bang your head or something, you can set the light down and just put it on SOS mode, and if you're losing consciousness or whatever, it can still sit around signaling for you. So that's kind of nice as well. And anyway, let's get into it and see what we've got. Now this is my titanium XSF-1 for anybody who's interested. That's what I'm going to open it with. This is actually a very interesting knife. It's made out of solid titanium, so it's kind of crazy. And you can see that I've tried to open it once during a previous take and failed horribly. But anyway, let's get into it. Put that down. Alright, here we go. Oh, there with the light. See what all we got here with this guy. Now, first of all, let's get into the specs before we do anything else. This stuff's falling everywhere. These are the specs on this guy. I think I'll just put it down here and zoom in. It might focus better for you. Anyway, I'll read them for you in case it doesn't focus. There we go. Anyway, the low is at 4 lumens, medium's at 45, high is at 100, and of course turbo mode is at 200 lumens. Now, and of course it comes with a SOS and actually comes with a red LED as well, so that you don't have to blow your night vision. And of course here comes its manual and its warranty card. Yeah, warranty card. Everything seems to come with one of those these days, and I always find myself lazy in filling them out. And of course the manual comes with all the same stuff that was on the back of the package. There it is in Chinese, and here it is in English. Now any of you can pause it if you'd like to read that. But those are its general specs. Now, to get into the light, another reason why I picked this light is it doesn't have an external battery pack. That means nothing to sit on the back of my head, bobbing around, annoying me, or carrying extra weight. Like I said, I bought this for backpacking. I don't want to carry any more weight than I absolutely have to. Now, so the weight was important to me. It's not very heavy. I don't know if it was on here on how heavy it is, but it's 86.6 grams and excluding the batteries. Now, for anybody who's looking for the weight conversion, I will put that on the screen for you. Alright, now you notice this light does not come with any batteries, so it recommends taking this guy all the way forward, and you get to the battery compartment apparently by pushing that off. Okay, there we go. It will undo this metal clip. Now, it says that you need to start using alkaline batteries. So don't put lithium ions. It's not really going to help you very much. So get yourself some good alkaline batteries and put them in facing the right direction. You should be able to put the cap back on, like so. Notice the O-ring. It does come with an O-ring, and in addition to an O-ring, it comes with an additional O-ring to replace the one that you lose. Way it can maintain that IPX of 6 rating. Now that basically means that it should be pretty guarded against splashing. I know, big thrill. Anyway, with that on, we should be able to fold that back down, and we'll see if we have any light. That's the red light that won't blow your night vision. It has one setting, it looks like. And here's the primary. Whoa, there, that's pretty bright. It should come with multiple settings, which are done through this other hand. low, medium, high, turbo. And if we hold it down, we get the red light back. And of course there's SOS by holding it down off the red light. Now that would be pretty useful. Like I said, if you bust your head up or something and you can't sit around and signal at night for help, that will that could possibly save your life. So that's pretty useful. Well, now we're going to put on the head straps and see how that goes. And I will fire up the picture here in a second when I'm done with that. Alright, now that I've put the headbands on and fit them to my head, we're going to take it outside here in a minute to see what it can do. Now, one of the things I want to mention before we go outside is that it does come with a tilt, so you can work on stuff in your lap without having to point your head straight down. So you'll still be able to have the comfort of using just your eye movement instead of your head movement. Another thing to mention is it will only stay on turbo for about 5 minutes before it automatically switches off the turbo to keep it from overheating. Now if you need to burn it on turbo longer, just reset it, put it back on turbo, and it'll go longer. But it might start getting hot on you. And the final thing I want to mention is like I said, it runs on alkaline batteries. You can put non-rechargeable lithiums in it, but that's really just a waste of money. It's designed to run on alkalines, so keep that in mind. And let's take it outside and see what it can do. Alright, now we're outside, and you can see that I'm running the red light, and that will stop my night vision from being hurt. Now we'll turn on the SOS just so that you can see it real quick. And that's the SOS setting. For anybody who isn't familiar with Morse code, it is SOSing automatically on its own right now. Now, I'm going to turn that off. That's getting pretty old pretty fast. And we're going to go to the normal light. Now, as you can tell, the standard red light is not very powerful. And you really wouldn't want it to be, because you would use it to check like a map or just general night activities, so that you're not blowing your night vision or anything. And you can keep your eyes working the way you expect them to work. But let's turn on the power and see what we've got. Now, whoops, sorry. That's low. That's at about, slide up here, about 10 feet. There's medium, same 10 feet. There's high at the same 10 feet. And of course there's turbo. Now let's take it out a little farther. You can hear that head thing cracking, and there should be a piece of wood. You can kind of see it. That's at about 25 feet. That's 200 lumens at 25 feet. Now, one of the things to notice about this is the beam is not very focused. In fact, if you look around, you can see it's a pretty wide spread of light. It's definitely 200 lumens, there's no doubt there, but it is not a very focused beam. Now, I would consider that to be pretty useful for a number of reasons, including the fact that you wouldn't use your headlamp to shoot a beam a long way to do something. You would use your headlamp to mostly walk around and you know, mess around. So that's about all there is to that. Well, anyway, these are my final impressions on the Fenix HL30. And first of all, let me just say I'm glad I didn't get a model like some of the other Fenix models and some of the other models online and in stores that have the battery pack on the back. That's just too much weight. I don't like that. I like that it doesn't have the pack on the back. That makes it nicer to me. Another thing I like about it is I am glad it has this red LED. It makes doing miscellaneous tasks at night very easy without blowing my night vision, and since it's not very overbearing, it doesn't just bead out across the field or anything. As far as the primary LED, it is very powerful. I like it a bunch. It's not overbearing, throws light everywhere. It's not very focused, but like I said, for a headlamp, you probably don't want it to be all that focused. You want to be able to just kind of put light everywhere so you know where you're walking or what you're working on, etc., etc. So that's nice too. Now I gotta admit, I have a buddy with one of these, and he got his in the green plate. I got mine in the orange to distinguish mine from his and his from mine, etc., etc. So I did kind of know what I was getting into, and so I figured I would probably like it, and I do. Having this slant thing is real nice. I can tilt it just a little bit and just be like, hey, I want the light pretty much focused 20 feet in front of me, and it will be, just while I'm walking around normal, just by tilting it. So that's nice too. It's pretty comfortable to wear. You would think it would be unbalanced, but it really doesn't feel that way. And I wear my cap a lot, so a battery pack in the back would have probably rested on the bill if the bill was in the back or anything. So, like I said, I can't stress enough how I'm glad it doesn't have that battery pack. I think this is a pretty solid buy. I want to say I got it for $40 with a coupon, shipped, delivered, etc. But I want to say that they go normally for $45 plus shipping or whatever they are online. So they're in that neighborhood. Nothing major there. So there you have it. This is the Fenix HL30 by Murrow171. Thanks for watching. I'll bring you an update on it if anything changes in my impressions of it. And please subscribe. I'll keep the reviews coming.